Good Friday afternoon, everybody. Today's March the 14th, 2025. I'm out here at the hangar as usual. I've just pretty much finished up my 2025 annual inspection. Hopefully going to head to Sun and Fun and who knows where else in the near future. It's a nice day down here in South Alabama. It's a little muggy, a little warm. I think it's almost 80. Anyway, one of the last things I'm doing out here for the annual is an oil change. And this one here is a little more significant than all of the others I've done because there's an AD about connecting rod stuff inside the engine. And part of that AD is to change when you change your oil. The AD says you have to cut the filter open, and I've never done that, although I do have a brand new tool to do it. Never used it yet. And also had to inspect the screen down in the oil sump. And I've done that. I've got the oil drained, and I'm, as we speak, putting new oil in, or getting ready to add another quart. I tell you, I have changed this oil many times, and there's only one time I didn't make a mess. Today was a catastrophe. Let's get another thing of oil up here running and open up this new tool. I use is a Phillips XC20W50. I used to use the Aeroshell 100W, but I like this better. It's a little, it's thinner when it's cool, and of course it gets thicker as the temperature heats up. My mechanic expert engine friend over at Pinnacle Aircraft Engines told me to always use a can of Ablend, so I do that too. Anyway, let's get this going up here. Anyway, let's get this tool open and see what this is all about. I bought this a couple of years ago and I just never have used it. I'm glad I have it though, with this AD that says you have to cut the filters open and inspect the filter paper. What do you know? Yeah. Well, there it is. Good looking tool. Comes with a set of instructions. Okay. Well, we'll see how it works. I have to read the instructions to see what those little pieces are. Looks pretty straightforward. There's the cutting wheel. And I guess you just keep tightening this just like you're cutting a piece of pipe or something. Spin it around, tighten it, spin it around, and keep going until you've got the job done. I've got the filter back here in my little, sitting on top of a oil drain bucket just to get all the oil out of it. So we will cut that open here shortly. It's already finished up. Grab another one. I need to buy more oil. For you people that live right here along the Gulf Coast that might be seeing this, there's a place in Pensacola where you can get this stuff by the case pretty cheap. And I will show you the name of the place. You can contact them. Airplaneoil.com. There's their numbers. You know, usually when you buy this stuff, you got to pay shipping and everything. Well, it's just on the northeast side of Pensacola, so I just go over and pick it up. Makes it pretty handy. All right, let me get the rest of this oil in, then we'll cut the filter open. Okay, here we go. I did have to change out this little piece right here. This here's bigger than this one. It's going to go down in that hole right there, and that one wouldn't work. So I got that changed out. Put these back in the box before they get lost. As you can see, I got this big black plastic bag. I happen to have this here, so I know this is probably going to make a mess. Hope you can see what I'm doing. Well, that is not going to do it. I got to figure something else out. As you can see, the cutter is above. All right, look what I've discovered here. That other deal that you can see right there looks like this. So I think that's the answer. I've got to change this out. Put the cutter on this taller one. That'll fix it. All right, I think that's going to do it. You can see, that's going to bring that right down to there. So let's give this a shot, shall we? Making a line. I don't know if you can see that. Just give it a few degrees each turn. It's really easy. As you can see, I'm doing it with one hand. You know, I've got another video on the channel, and it's about those reusable oil filters that came, that I got one during COVID because I could not get one of these. I never did use it. I was still planning to use it. And then one of the website I belong to for these airplanes is Van's Air Force. And a couple of the gurus on there decided to take a bunch of filters and send them off to a lab to check how well they function, you know, how effective they are. And they included the exact filter that I have on my other video that would fit my airplane. And surprisingly, they did a Wix, a Tempest, a Champion, I don't know, about 5 filters altogether, 6 maybe, counting the reusable oil filter, the aluminum casing one. If you check out the other video, you'll see it. I was really impressed with it when I got it. My video was, you know, just on the workmanship and the craftsmanship of the filter itself was very glowing. But according to the analysis of the lab, it didn't work, and actually it fared the worst out of all of them. So people that were using it, well, this is doing a good job. People that were using it took it back off their airplanes. Maybe it'll be good in a car or something, but you know, with airplane engines costing what they do, well, I think that's got it. Well, that worked like a champ. Look at that, right just above where the paper starts. So let's get this. Got my trash can sitting right here. All right. Now I have to admit, something I do not know. I'm supposed to get the paper out of there. And and then, you know, fan it out. But I don't know how to do that. I just don't know. I'm going to have to watch a video or two on it. But the good news, the whole purpose for doing this is to look for bronze or a gold colored particles, which would indicate the connecting rod bearings, which are apparently bronze, are breaking down, and then they would have to be replaced. I got to do this every oil change now, inspecting for particles. Well, I'm glad I put the plastic down, and glad I have gloves on too. Let me see if I can figure out how to get that off. Maybe I'm supposed to just cut it with like a hacksaw across one end. I don't know. I don't remember anything about that. Let's see. Sorry I had to mute the volume in this segment of the video. Inside the FBO, they were playing music that of course is copyrighted. So this here was a strip that they said come out of an engine that you'll see in a minute sitting out in the back of a guy's truck. This engine is just eating itself. Look at the sparkles. You don't even really need the flashlight, but it's just amazing all the metal that engine is making. I hope I never ever see anything like this. What a mess that would be. This would call for a complete teardown and rebuild. Here's the engine that strip came out of. Continental. All right, back to my hangar. And here's our local mascot, the watch cat, the attack cat. Kitty, kitty, kitty. Yeah, you're a good kitty. The cat's been hanging out here for quite a while, several years. Still a little gun shy. All right, I had to go up there to the FBO, and they told me how to get this out of here. Not a hacksaw, but like a box cutter with a new blade in it. You got to cut around the top and the bottom a good bit, and then just start pulling this out. This was educational for me. First time I ever cut open a filter and see what it's made of. I'm kind of looking at this as I go, and I am not seeing anything. And that's all good news. There's the inside of the filter. Look at that. All right. I am going to call this good. Well, I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, appreciate a like, make some comments, and please do subscribe. See you next time.